Hi, Matthew.
Hi, Mrs. Strout.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Great. I'm fine, thank you. All right, well, let's go ahead and put our point game on the board so that we can keep track, first of all. And we're going to start with multisyllable spelling. And so the first word, I know you know what it is. I'm not sure that you know how to spell it, though. So why don't you tell me, though, what does the word scientist mean?
It means someone who, goes out and searches underground or, finds different things for different animals.
Good. Someone who studies the world and how it works, right? That's a scientist. Good. So we're going to first put our syllable sound lines, yes, that's correct, the syllable lines on the board, okay? So it's scientist, okay? That's how many syllables we need. So go ahead and say it.
Scientist.
Perfect. Now we're going to put the sound lines above it. Sci.
I.
Excellent. Tist. Okay. And it was tist, by the way.
Tist.
Okay, tist. Okay, scientist. Good. Now go ahead and spell scientist. Very good job on getting that S and that C together as the spelling for S. I didn't have to correct that for you. All right, but over here, this sound is spelled with an S, so make that correction by erasing, changing, circling, and then put it, that's right, one line because it's only one letter that you made a change. So scientist, say the word.
Scientist.
Good. Erase the whole word and all the scales and erase the whole board except for the point game. You did a great job on that. Okay, now go ahead and write the word scientist as if it were on a spelling test or in a book you read. What sound was that? Okay, I'm sorry to mess you up. What sound was that? I didn't hear it when it came. Okay, I need to hear every single sound. So let's go ahead and rewrite that again. I want to hear every single sound.
Scientist.
Okay, we're going to make this one correction. Scientist, okay? Spelled in this case with an I that makes the I sound. Okay, now circle it, underline it once, erase the whole word, and write it again. Perfect.
Scientist.
Perfect. Now erase it and stick it up in the corner. Perfect.
Scientist.
Okay, we have another word that I'm going to give you, and the word I'm going to give you now is disappearing. Give me the definition of disappearing.
Disappearing. Disappearing means if you have something on the table and it just disappears.
Well, don't use the word in the definition.
Well,
what happens when it disappears?
Like something that it's on a table and then it's not when you come back, after you eat lunch.
Exactly. It goes away.
Right.
Good. Okay. So, how many syllables do you hear in disappearing?
Disappearing. 4.
4 syllables. Let's write our syllable sound lines down.
Disappearing.
Okay, so dis.
Is.
Is has 2 syllables, so is.
Is.
You forgot the duh in that point. Let's erase it so you have room. Okay, let's try dis. Okay, so give me the sound.
Is.
Excellent. Okay, now this one is Okay. Peer.
Ear. I messed up.
Watch my mouth when I say ear. Does my mouth move? Ear. Do my lips change position for ear? How many sounds?
3 times.
How many sounds is that?
2.
So it's ear. How many is that?
2.
Right. So peer would be
ear.
Again, ear has 2 syllables. Ear.
Ear.
So which one is the E? Which one is the E? Okay, good. The middle one is the E.
Mhm.
So this is what? Peer.
Ear. Peer.
Good. Right. So disappearing. Do you think is? Do you go
No, it's only one.
So it's E. Oh, E. Wait a minute. E. It has two syllables in it. Ing. Okay. All right. So now go ahead and spell disappearing. Alrighty. So great. This is how we spell the peer. If yours is any different, erase the whole thing. Okay? All right. And the E sound in this word is spelled like this.
E.
How many letters are in there?
2.
Right. How many letters? Good. Ing. Okay, so look at it carefully.
Disappearing.
And this letter is what?
R.
This is an R?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the letter R. When you make your letter R, try to go straight down on a line like that. Okay, you ready? Mm-hmm. So erase everything except the skeleton. Leave the skeleton there. Erase up here too. Erase down there. All right. Maybe we want to put our sound lines in again. So we need three sound lines.
Let's just erase these.
Please try to be careful so you have 3 distinct sound lines. Okay? All right. Now spell the word disappearing again. Spell it correctly as you spelled it last time.
Ear.
E.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. Disappearing. All right, good spelling. All right, erase the whole board. We don't erase scientists. Erase all the word. Now write disappearing the way you would on the spelling board. Say the sound.
Ing.
Okay. Disappearing. Okay. I'm going to give myself a point because you put a couple sounds together. All right. Look at the word.
Disappearing.
Good. Now write it up there on the very top.
Ing.
Separate the sounds out.
Disappearing.
The sound is no. The sound is ing. Okay, disappearing. Good. What word is this?
Scientist.
What word is that?
Disappearing.
Disappearing. Okay, great job. All right. So that's it for the board. Now this time, what I would like you to do is just read. This is multi-syllable split word reading.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the words listed here. Mm-hmm. And what we're going to do, as we've done before, I will tap out each letter and you'll say the sound as I tap. All right?
Mm-hmm. Har, li.
So we say for that one. So so say la. So put them together. Harla.
Quinn. Harlequin.
Harlequin. A harlequin.
What's a harlequin?
That's an excellent question. Have you ever seen those jokers with striped things on, and they have a hat with a bell on the end? You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm. Like
like
a
on the
Christmas
joke,
bell?
yeah, like the Christmas bell. You know, like on the Joker card of a pack of cards.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so that's what a harlequin is somebody who's dressed up like that. Okay, all right, harlequin. Good job. Okay, so no, this is together. PH together makes what sound? Okay, say f.
F.
So I'll wait till your yawn is over.
P.
It's a okay. So all right, we'll start over. Let's am.
I can't say this word.
I know. It's hard. So that's why we have it here to read. Okay, so let's start all over. This is PH together is always f. So say f.
F.
Okay, so
Amphi.
Okay.
B.
Say E. So B. So amphibi. Amphibians. So this is the word amphibians. Do you know what an amphibian is?
No.
An amphibian is a animal that can go in the water or on the ground. Matthew, in the water or on the ground, right? So give me an example of an amphibian.
Like a turtle.
Okay.
Some turtles can go on the ground, or a dolphin. They can come up.
No. They're not amphibians. They don't come up onto the ground. They come up and swim around for air, but they're not amphibians. But a turtle is a good example. And what else is? Frogs.
Oh yeah,
and toads.
Frogs.
They're amphibians too. They can sit up there on their lily leaf or whatever they're on, and then move down. Okay, so that's amphibian. Okay, so let's do this next word.
Sa. A.
Say
Sala. Man. Salamanders.
Good job. Salamanders. Do you know what a salamander is?
It's some kind of bug, but I don't remember.
Might it be an amphibian?
Yes, it is.
It might be an amphibian, right? Not a bug. Okay, bugs are insects. All right. It's something that lives in the water and on the ground and stuff like that. Okay, good. This next one.
Tem. A.
Say Give me just the first G's. All right, we'll wait till your yawn is over. Your mother should not have brought you so early, but I guess that was my fault. No.
Tem. Per. A.
Say So do it all together now. Tempera. Now this one. So that's good. The TU together is ch.
Temperature.
Yeah. Temperature. So it's ch.
Because the E silent.
Temperature. Yep. All right. So that word is temperature. Okay, and this word was?
Harlequin.
This word is?
Amphibian.
This word is?
Salamanders.
This word is?
Temperature.
Good.
Vanish.
And the whole word is?
Vanishing.
You know what that word is?
Like if something's here and you come back and it's vanished.
And so what's the other word we learned today that is the same thing as vanishing?
Disappearing.
That's right, disappearing.
Like if something's, like say this eraser was right here and then when you came back it wasn't.
Right, exactly. Okay, good job. Okay, so this is?
N, A,
This is a C.
S,
So it's
T,
I'm sorry, this is K. So let's start over again with this one. T.
E, N, K, T, enact.
Okay, so we're going to start the word over again because I think I got you messed up. Okay, so let's do this one again. This is
X, X,
that's right, X.
T,
Say E.
E, N, K, T,
Say E here. So
T,
X.
Extinct.
Extinct.
Like some
What
animals.
does that mean?
Some animals are extinct. Like there's only one more of them. Like
Yes.
eagles used to be extinct.
Well, they used to be. If an animal is really extinct, there's 0 of them, and they don't come back. But if they're almost extinct, like eagles, then you can bring them back if you work carefully. Okay, very good job. What's this one?
Sp, E, spe, sh, s, e, z, z's. Species.
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 Okay.
Species is like different kinds of animals
Mhm.
or like genders. Well, that's genders. Species are different animals.
Do you say species?
Species.
I say species.
Species.
But you could species. You could say if you said species, that's good. And if you
I say species.
if you want to say sh, I would have to underline the C and the I together. It's interesting. We say it differently. But anyway, you read it. Okay, good job. So this word is go back.
amphibians.
Amphibians. Good job. This word is
Vanishing.
This word is
Harlequin.
This word is
Salamanders.
This word is Remember, this is an E sound.
Extinct.
Extinct. Good. This word is
Species.
Species. Okay. Species. Okay.
Species.
All right. Last word. This do the sounds. Say ah. All right. Boy, we're tired. Say con.
Cheer.
Say the sound. Tre. Con. Okay. This is a U. So say
Boo.
say bu.
Bew.
Because you. So
Bew.
b. You. Bu.
Bew. Contribute.
Contribute. Okay.
Tie.
Wait a minute. I should not have underlined that. I'm reading it upside down. Okay, so this is
Ting.
right.
Contributing.
What is it?
Contributing.
Contributing. What does that mean?
I don't know.
You have no idea what contributing means?
No. Well, do
you know what contribute means?
Does it mean to like contribute cards out? Like if you're playing a card game?
That is distribute. That means to give each person a card. Distribute. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you contribute, you add to the pile. If I say, we're all gonna...
So if we're playing, like, let's say we're playing Uno or Go Fish, you distribute to the pile. Or
no, you distribute to the people, but if you want people to add their money into a pot, then each person is contributing to the pot.
Okay.
All right? Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me make sure that you know what these words are. What's this word?
Contributing.
Contributing.
Vanishing. Species.
Amberdeck. No.
Almost ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Don't
guess, just
Amphibians.
This word is
Harlequin.
This word is
salamander. Temperature. Vanishing.
And
extinct. Species.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to do a little reading here. So, there's some rules connected to this reading. So, first of all, I'm going to have you read the title, but mostly what we're going to read is this one paragraph. Okay? That's what we'll read together. And the rules are that, are you left-handed or right-handed?
I'm left-handed.
Okay, so with your when you read the first time, I'm going to be following along with my pencil, right? And I want you to make sure that you don't look around and you don't look back. Like, don't look back at the beginning of the word. Just read steadily from left to right. Okay? Don't look at the person who's filming us or anything like that. And no guessing a word. If you don't know a word, I'm going to feed it to you. Okay? I'll just give it to you.
Okay.
All right? But so first of all, let's read the title.
Vanishing Frogs. Why are so many frog species disappearing? Why do dragons...
Okay, dozens. Right.
Why did dozens of harlequin frog species start vanishing in the late 1980s? Scientists studied the brightly colored frogs might have solved the mystery. The experts blame the skin fungus.
You're reading out loud for the video. Can you do your best not to yawn? Okay, so let's read that sentence over again.
The experts blame the skin fungus for causing the frogs to die off. A fungus is a form of life that breaks down dead animals or plants. It can also cause disease and living things.
Okay, great. Now, because you're left-handed, what you're going to do this time is take your left finger, and you're going to follow along as I read it, and I'm going to read it a little bit faster than you read it. And what I want you to do is keep up with me, and no bouncing around. Just try to keep up with me, but don't go too fast. Don't get ahead of me either. Okay? All right. Why did dozens of harlequin frog species start vanishing in the late 1980s? Scientists studying the brightly colored frogs might have solved the mystery. The experts blame a skin fungus for causing the frogs to die off. A fungus is a form of life that breaks down dead animals or plants. It can also cause disease in living things. All right? Now, this time you use your finger and you follow along as you read the words, and try reading it a little faster than you did before.
Okay.
All right.
What did dozens of...
What was that first word?
Why did dozens of harlequin frog species start vanishing in the late 1980s? Scientists studied the brightly colored frogs might have solved the mystery of experts.
Do you know what an expert is?
Yes.
Okay. The experts
blame a skin fungus for causing the frogs to die off. A fungus is a form of life that breaks down dead animals or plants. It can also cause disease in living things.
Okay. Good. Now, you read it with a lot more life. Or, I'm going to open a window here a second. You read it with more, what are you trying to say? More life and more, your voice went up and down and things like that. And so that was really good. So, let's see if I can open this window. Maybe this will help you to not yawn all the time while you're trying to read, okay? All right, so good job. Now, what we're going to do is read the rest of it out loud, okay?
Okay. Harlequin frogs are not the only
creatures
in the fungus in danger of dying out because of the disease. The fungus is killing amphibians all over the world. Scientists
Cynthia,
Carey, two weekly told weekly readers.
It's the name of a newspaper. Okay,
Oh.
Don't try to go too fast, because what we're doing now is reading for understanding, and we're going to ask you who, what, where, when, how, and wow. So don't try to read too fast. Go as slow as you need to go to make sure that you get every word and that you get it correctly. Okay?
An amphibian is an animal with a backbone that spins part of its life in water and part on the land.
Which is exactly what we said, right?
Mm-hmm. Frogs, toads, and
It's one of our reading words.
Salmon.
I'm not going to tell you this one.
Salamanders are
Don't guess. No guessing.
amphibians.
Mm-hmm.
They are cold-blooded, which means their body temperature depends on their environment.
Excellent.
A future for frogs.
Now, what's that at the end of the...
Question mark?
Yeah, so how are you going to read that?
A future for frogs.
Yeah, do they have one? Let's find out.
Scientists have been working to save the world's amphibians. Many of these creatures have already become extinct or died out completely.
That's right.
Diseases is not the only dangerous for amphibians. Their habitat is being destroyed as people cut down trees in the areas where the animals live. Hunting, bowling, pollution, and weather changes all are also contributing to the problem.
Excellent.
Is there any good news for frogs and other amphibians? News findings would lead to more research, says Carey. The research could help scientists save the remaining animals before the fungus spreads more.
Okay, so the only word we haven't talked about, there's two words in here we hadn't talked about that we should talk about. What's a fungus? What does it say a fungus is?
Like a disease?
Mm-hmm. It says a fungus is
a skin disease.
A form of life that breaks down dead animals or plants. Okay, causes things to disintegrate, yes, and die off, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's a fungus. We know what an amphibian is, right? Mm-hmm. What does it mean to be cold-blooded? You read it here.
Which means their body temperature depends on the environment.
Okay. And a good example of cold-blooded is like a snake. So if it's 50 degrees out, the snake is 50 degrees out. We know what it means to become extinct, and now this other word is habitat. We haven't gone over there. What do you think a habitat is? It says their habitat is being destroyed. What's a habitat?
Like where they live.
That's exactly right.
So like if they live in a pond and the pond gets destroyed, then their habitat is destroyed.
That's good. Okay, here we are. We're going to write who and what and where and when, right?
Who, what, where,
and
when,
why,
and how.
And how? Is that the last one?
Mm-hmm. That doesn't look like an H.
And
it's
how?
a strap.
Okay, there you go. Who, what, why, where, when, and how. There we go. Alrighty. So, according to what you have read, who is the main character in this little article? What would you say?
Species. I mean, like...
Be specific.
Can I look in the page to find things?
Sure, you may look in the page.
Like frogs. Who are frogs?
So what kind of frogs particularly?
Like
Does frogs have a name?
Amphibians.
Well, they are amphibians for sure. Should we say other amphibians? But is there any particular frog that they're worried about?
The ones with habitats?
They all have habitats. Everything has a habitat, even you have a habitat.
Remember.
You don't remember? So what's the name of the frog that was found in the first paragraph?
The ones with bright colors?
Yeah, what are they called? They have a name. Do you remember what the name is?
It doesn't... I don't remember, and I can't find it.
Let's see if we can find it. Here they are. Here's the name.
Harlequin.
Harlequin, that's right. Harlequin frogs, that's an example of the who that they're talking about, okay? Harlequin, all right. What is happening to these frogs and other amphibians? They're what?
Their habitats are getting destroyed.
Well, what does a habitat getting destroyed happen to them? What's happening to them?
They're dying, and their species are dying.
Okay, what do we call that when a species starts dying off?
Extinct.
Yeah, they're not extinct yet, but what are they doing?
Extincting.
We had 2 words that we learned.
I don't remember.
You don't remember what the 2 words are? Okay, one of the words was disappearing, and what was the other one? They are disappearing, or they are, starts with a V.
Vanishing.
Vanishing, that's right. Okay, good job.
Okay.
Where is this happening?
In the forests.
Okay. And
in Central and South America and the United States.
In the forests? Does it say Central and South? Oh, yes, in the map. Excellent. Good map reading.
Map right there.
So, let's say in the Americas, huh? Okay, like that?
Okay.
All right. So they're disappearing, and it's happening in the Americas. And frogs. Do frogs live in the forests? I guess they do. Yeah. Okay. It's in the Americas. When is this happening?
When is this happening? During the day when people are working?
Well, it could be at night because a lot of these animals are fully functional at night too. So instead of saying whether it's day or night, why don't we say, is this happening back in the Middle Ages? Is this happening, or is it happening
back
now?
In the 1980s. It was happening back in the 1980s because it says 1980s scientists.
Why do dozens of harlequin frog species start vanishing in the late 1980s? Okay,
so
1980s is when it started. Is it continuing today?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
1980s. Okay. And what was the why? Why were they starting to disappear? Okay.
Because the fungus is killing amphibians all over the world. Scientists can. Yeah.
All right. So it's a skin fungus, right?
It's a skin fungus
that's killing them off. Is there anything else that is killing them off?
No. That's all that we read in the book. Oh, and their habitats are being destroyed.
Okay, so disease is not the only problem. It's also
their
habitat destroyed, right? Habitat destroyed. This is okay. Habitat destroyed. There we are. Okay, good. And how? How? Question is, how should we answer that how?
I think there is no how.
Well, or is the how? Maybe we could say. Maybe we could answer the question, how might they be saved?
Yeah.
Do you have an answer in there for how might they be saved?
There's only good news for frogs and other amphibians. New finding would lead to more research, says this person. So no, there is no how. I think we should just cross out how.
The research could help the scientists find out before more fungus spreads, and the answer is we don't know that they can be safe. So you want to cross out the how?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want you to cross out something else too. What I want you to do is pick the 3 most important things from this list to write. We're going to write a sentence. And
I think 1980s is important.
You do?
Well, no, not necessarily.
Well, it could be. I'm sorry. It could be important, but look at it carefully. Okay, so we have the who. Harlequin frogs and other amphibians.
Yes, we definitely need to keep who.
We need the who. Okay, I'll put a check mark by it. The what says that they're disappearing and vanishing.
What?
Okay. The where is in forests in the Americas, and the why is skin fungus. You only can pick 3.
Oh yeah, so. Why? Let's do who, what, why,
who, what, and why.
And then
cross out the when and cross out that. Right? Okay. I'm going to give you a whiteboard, and I want you to. You're going to write a sentence, and I'll help you come up with one. But we're going to do a 10-word sentence. It can only be 10 words, but we have to include all this information in it. Okay. So just look really carefully here.
Okay. I think we should do Harlequin and other amphibians. Harlequin.
Well, here's the deal. If you just say Harlequin, we don't know what you're talking about.
Harlequin frogs.
Yes, and then if you say Harlequin frogs, that's an extra word. So maybe you just want to say
frogs.
Or you could just say
other amphibians.
Or even this, Matthew, you could just say amphibians.
And
give me each sound as you write.
I, B, I, Z.
Okay, this is E. Amphibians. Okay, so what are you going to say? 10 sentences.
Amphibians.
Actually, write the whole sentence first, and then I will make corrections.
Because.
No, we're not going to do. We're not going to do texting. We're going to write the word the way we speak.
Because skin.
No, give me the whole sound.
G, S,
Is this a letter or a comma?
No, it's a comma.
Okay, so the word was fungus.
Fungus.
Here, do you need the eraser?
Yes, I need the eraser.
Okay.
Fungus is destroying their 8.
I'm going to stop you right there anyway. The did the what we read say that skin fungus destroyed the habitat, or is skin fungus making them die from disease and the destruction of the habitat making them move away?
Oh, because skin fungus is because of their habitats are being destroyed.
But the bigger thing, yes, their habitats are being destroyed, but even the bigger thing that they talked about was what?
Why there aren't very many species.
Right, and they talked about they were dying off because of what?
Skin fungus.
That's right. So that's the bigger thing, but they're not the same thing. Okay, those were 2 different reasons.
Skin.
Give me the whole sound.
Skin. Is.
Come down to the next line so you don't run out of room, okay?
Is I, U, ing, am, I, B, I, N,
Yeah.
Amphibians.
All right, now count your words.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Perfect.
Amphibians are vanishing because skin fungus is killing amphibians. And you could say amphibians are vanishing because skin fungus is killing them, or something like that.
I think that is better. Killing them. Perfect.
Now, I wonder.
I think the sentence is good.
It is good. I'm just wondering. It's 9 long. I'm wondering if you knocked out a few and added a few, maybe you could add one of these ones that we knocked off. Okay, but you have our who, amphibians. You have the what, they're vanishing, and you have the why, because of the skin fungus. So that's excellent. Amphibians are vanishing because skin fungus is killing them. And every single word is spelled correctly. I'm reading it upside down. Every word is spelled correctly, and you have a period at the end and a capital at the beginning. So I hope you can see this and that it is looking correct. This is Matthew Stratt and his final work on this sentence. And he has been a student of mine for 5 years as we have worked on dyslexia and on reading. So very good job, Matthew. You can go ahead and turn it off.